Thanks for the coffee, Inspector Snooper.
No problem, Chef Bill. I just got a couple more questions for my report.
Hello friends, Chef Bill here. Do you ever have any questions about lasagna? Like, how come there's so many different recipes? Which is the right one? Or, is there a recipe for the perfect lasagna? Well friends, I'm going to answer all those questions and more on this episode of the Chef Bill Show. I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful, fresh spinach pasta lasagna with a red sauce, a white sauce, and a little bit of cheese. First off, let's just start by making a fresh tomato sauce. We know we're going to use that in our lasagna. We're going to start by coring out some vine-ripened tomatoes. Now I got about 4 pounds of tomatoes on this baking sheet. I'm going to put them in a 200-degree oven for 2 hours. That's the way I like to do it. After they roast, the skins peel off very easily. But I'm not going to do that work by hand. I'm going to use a food mill to do that work for me. I finally got a really nice food mill, and I'm excited to use it to make this tomato sauce. The food mill is great for taking out most of the seeds and all of the skins. Now I'm using a wide pan so it'll be easier to reduce my sauce. I'm keeping it simple by just adding a little bit of fresh basil, salt and pepper, and that's basically it. I'm just going to put in about a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to add a little garlic as well. You can add as much or as little garlic as you like. With a little pepper and my garlic, I'm ready to let this sauce reduce over a low flame until it is thick enough to see the bottom of the pan.
You know, there's one other thing I don't understand here. Why was Chef Vinny so obsessed with the perfect lasagna?
Yes, that's right. Chef Vinny was obsessed with finding the recipe to the perfect lasagna. That's why he broke into my safe. The Italian flag? Hey, what's with the light?
Aha! I knew you were going to try and steal Chef Bill's secrets.
Hey, no, wait, what?
I got you now, Chef Vinny! There's one thing I don't understand, Chef Bill. Why'd you have an Italian flag in your safe?
Yes, the Italian flag. The flag of Italy. I use it to remember the order in which I layer my lasagna. Green for the green pasta, white for the white sauce, and red for the red sauce. This starts with a bunch of fresh spinach. Gonna remove the stems and quickly rinse them under running water. I'm gonna take 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and 1/2 cup of semolina flour. That and the spinach go into a food processor. I'm going to pulse this a few times until it gets finely mixed. My spinach flour and 2 eggs go into my KitchenAid mixer. Whether you knead the dough in a mixer or by hand, add some flour along the way. This is going to help you get to the right texture for your dough. Once it is springy but pliable, let it rest on your board for 30 minutes. I'm using a Pyrex dish which is 7 inches by 11 inches. I'm gently rolling out my spinach pasta lasagna. I'm using my KitchenAid pasta roller, but whatever method you use, it takes patience and a lot of flour. These pasta sheets do not have to be very thin. I'm only going up to level 3 on my pasta roller. I am going to lay out my pasta sheets on some boards and let them sit for a few minutes. Then I'm going to get my pot of water on the boil. I add a lot of salt and a little bit of olive oil to my water. Now it's time for the white sauce. I'm going to take a half a cup of unsalted butter and put it in a pan over very low heat. I do not want to burn or scorch my butter. I'm going to slowly add handfuls of all-purpose flour to my butter to make a roux. When the roux is thickened and uniform in texture, I'm going to stop, turn off the heat, and add a little bit of fresh grated nutmeg. This really makes the white sauce tasty. Once again, over a low heat, I am going to add whole milk to my roux to make a bechamel sauce or a white sauce. Using a whisk makes the process easier. Keep whisking and adding milk until you get to the right consistency. The consistency should be like a pancake batter. We have our green pasta, we have our white sauce, and now I want to add some mushrooms to my tomato sauce to make a ragu. Often ragu is with meat, but we're going to keep it vegetarian for this recipe. Over a low heat, I'm going to add a generous amount of olive oil to my sauté pan. I want to take my time and slowly sauté these mushrooms until they are just done. It is time to boil my lasagna noodles. I want to be very careful at this stage and make sure that I don't accidentally tear them up. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes and they'll be done. Drain and rinse your noodles in cold water. You want to make sure that they're not too hot when you touch them. I applied some olive oil to the bottom of my glass dish so I won't have any sticking problems when I try to take my lasagna out of the dish. I'm going to build up my layers with green pasta, white bechamel sauce, and a red ragu sauce, which is just the tomato sauce and mushrooms. Between each layer, I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Now you can create as many layers as you have room for. I'm going to go for 3 layers on this lasagna. With my final layer of noodles, I'm going to add some cheese on top, Parmesan, broken up mozzarella, and some Parmesan again. I'm going to add some fresh basil leaves on the very top, and then now it is ready to prep for the oven. I cover everything with aluminum foil and set the oven for 350 degrees. When its temperature goes in for half an hour. After a half an hour, I remove the aluminum foil and put the whole thing back in the 350-degree oven for another 30 minutes. And there we have it, my lasagna.
Hey, Chef Bill, I think you're forgetting something, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's right, Chef Vinny. We have to add some fresh grated Parmesan on top of that hot lasagna.
Ooh, look at that Parmesan. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yes, Chef Vinny, I do know what you're saying.
Chef Vinny! No! Don't do it! Don't jump!
You don't understand. I was so close to having that recipe for the perfect lasagna. I was so close. And now, nothing don't mean nothing no more. Am I too late, Inspector Snooper?
Chef Vinny! He's gone!
Not on my watch.
No! Chef Bill! Chef Bill! Don't!
Come on, Chef Benny. You shouldn't have saved me, Chef Bill. I'm going to find out that secret to the perfect lasagna. One of these days, I'm going to find out that secret. Yeah.
You'll never find the secret to the perfect lasagna, 'cause there never was one. Now,
What,
come
what
on!
do you mean there never was? Hey, you hurt my arm. Hey, come on.
Well, I guess that wraps up the case of the perfect lasagna.
Well, friends, what is the perfect lasagna? There may not be one. I think simple is best. A hearty dish, but not too rich or overloaded with lots of ingredients. So when you make your own lasagna, make it for you and have fun with it. Then it'll be perfect. Until next time, happy cooking from Chef Bill.